I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about the importance of adding a little bit of science and mindfulness to our breath work. As we know, the beautiful science of Pranayama that originates in yoga in our country is misused in many different cultures. There is a science behind the way that we breathe, because we have anatomy, which is a science, and then we have breath, which is not just any way. That's why when we shallow breathe, we have problems. We're sending wrong messages. We're teaching our body to be in the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight. Great when you need to be in fight and flight. But we need to be in the parasympathetic nervous system most of the time. You can challenge any longevity study that does not talk about the importance of spending more time in the parasympathetic nervous system. There's a lot of confusion in the world of longevity today. We think about, are these supplements safe for us? Do we really need to go crazy with saunas and red light therapies and, make that our life just to live a little bit longer? Or we can look at the simplicity of the human body. Everything operates on wear and tear. If I spend more time in stress, there is more wear and tear on my brain cells, my body. If I overtrain all the time without recovery, there's going to be more wear and tear on my muscles, my tendons, and my joints and my cartilages. It's as simple as that. That's why athletes train hard and rest hard. The athletes that train hard and do not rest hard have injuries, more injuries than the other. What we need to understand is the parasympathetic nervous system is your magical place where you and I have, sorry about that, where we need to spend more time. So it doesn't mean that we should not have a life of stress. In fact, the more stressed we are, the more time we should spend in the parasympathetic nervous system to balance it out. So if I've had a really stressful day at work, I should look forward to getting into bed as early as possible, aiming for deep sleep, which is a complete overhaul of the body, and waking up the next day. If I know tomorrow is going to be an extremely stressful day, I prepare today for tomorrow by making sure I get enough of recovery, the right foods, the right amount of rest. So it's extremely important to understand that our breath work plays a huge role. Some of us are living in the sympathetic nervous system even if we don't have stress in our life because we breathe the wrong way. What I want to teach you today is break down the dynamics of breathing. There's a simple science. If I take an inhale right now through my nostrils and I hold for 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 4 seconds, doesn't matter. It's not a game, it's not a competition. Some of you may hold for 2. Some of you may hold for 4. Some of you will eventually hold for 6. With practice, you can go up to 8, 10, but it's not a competition. It's with ease. If you have to hold so much and then the rest of the cycle gets disrupted, it wasn't necessary. So now that hold, I inhale and I hold for 2 to 4 seconds or 6 seconds. What's the magic that's happening in the human body? When I hold my breath, I am increasing and prolonging respiration, exchange of gases, the respiratory exchange of gases. Let me simplify that for you. Oxygen and carbon dioxide. I'm prolonging respiration. I have more chances of absorbing more oxygen within tissues and cells of my body just by holding my breath a little bit more. Then I have a slow exhale through my nostrils. Before I automatically take the next breath, I'm going to hold. There's a lot of peace in this particular hold. You exhale completely, and then you don't take the next breath until you're really ready for it. Again, this could be 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. If you've held it forcefully and you gasp for the next inhale, you've done it the wrong way. I want you to listen to your body, and every breath's going to be different. Some holds will be longer at the top. Some will be shorter at the bottom. The idea is to build your own coherent cycle, not based on what anyone tells you, based on your body, on your capacity of your lung. Now, when I exhale and I hold, what am I doing? I'm teaching my lungs and my body to tolerate carbon dioxide for a longer time. This makes my lungs stronger. The hold after my inhale also makes my lungs stronger. I'm strengthening my lungs It's like a little exercise. There are different pranayams and different breath work to strengthen the lungs. But these little holes are so powerful. You're training your lungs to tolerate more carbon dioxide on the gap, the hold between the end of your exhale and the beginning of your next inhale. And the hold at the end of your inhale and the beginning of your exhale will train your body to utilize oxygen better. All of this can be done within 2 to 3 minutes. And how do you know if you're getting stronger? The holds increase without you gasping. So I remember when I started off, the hold was about 3 seconds. Today it's easily 8 seconds. Easily 8 seconds. Which means I know my lungs are getting stronger. My hold at the end of the exhale was about 3 to 4 seconds. Today it can go up for 8 to 16 seconds. Which means your lungs are getting better. Now, of course, if you're a COPD patient, emphysema, ILD, while breathing and breath work is important for you, you want to be very gradual with this based on your oxygen saturation levels. So please put, a disclaimer over there. For everyone else, we want to make our lungs stronger, especially when we're living amidst pollution, dust, allergies, and everything else. So I want you to try this. Put a simple timer on your phone. When the timer starts, how long is your first inhale? Maybe 4 seconds. How long is your hold? Maybe 5 seconds. How long is your exhale? Maybe 5 seconds. So that's 5, 4, 4. Or let's keep it simple. 4 seconds is the inhale, 4 seconds is the hold, like a box. 4, 4. 16 seconds is one whole breath cycle. How many breath cycles can you do in 1 minute? And then how can you do it in 2 minutes? The process of doing even a minute of this will leave you with the following feelings. Feeling energized yet calm. Feeling very, very euphoric but calm. Mind clarity. The longer you do it, it's easier for you to slip into a meditation. I always tell people that's the beautiful science of yoga and pranayama. There's a process. You first do your asanas, then you do your breath work, which prepares you for meditation. So if you do your breath work, even 3 to 4 minutes, it's going to be easier for you to meditate. You've prepared your mind to meditate. So I want all of you to try it and then report back. How many whole cycles of breath can you do in 1 minute, in 2 minutes, 3 minutes? And these things don't take you more than 2 to 3 to 5 minutes in a day. Imagine being able to strengthen your lungs in less than 3 to 4 to 5 minutes. Imagine earning that peace. Because you may have stress around you, but when you do this kind of deep breathing, your cortisol and adrenaline is going to come down. So you have stress on the outside, but within your body, you have the possibility to stay in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is where all the magic happens. You can rest better, you can digest better, you can regenerate and repair better. So longevity, and I'm saying this over and over again, when people ask me to talk about longevity, okay, the first thing we talk about is how can we spend more time in the parasympathetic nervous system? The easiest, most available, free tool is your breath. So I want all of you to practice this, and you'll find yourself getting stronger and stronger in terms of your capacity, and that is the motivation and inspiration to continue with it. Have a great day, everyone, and peace be with all of you.